2024 Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. Roll call, please. Here.
Here.
Here. Are there any conflict of interest statements?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Approval of the minutes of the meeting of October 10th, 2024.
Motion to approve those minutes.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Bid openings, I don't see any. Number 6, matters from other department heads or their representatives. Nothing? Okay, moving on to correspondence. Letter A, correspondence received from William Short, Chief of Police, requesting Correctional Officer David Miller receive the promotional raise according to the job description due to him effective October 16th, 2024.
Motion to approve Chief Short's request.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter B, correspondence received from Controller's Office requesting the approval of the renewal of amusement device license for Hammond Yacht Club.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter C, correspondence received from Doug Davis, 637 Kane, requesting a business-only parking sign in front of his business.
Mr. Davis is here.
Sir, could you come on up? How are you?
Fine. Good
Could
morning.
you tell us why you would like that sign?
Yes, I wrote a brief paragraph and had pictures. I'm having issues. Hammond City Ordinance, I couldn't find it before I got here. It says you're allowed to park in front of your home or residence. That's a commercial property. I've been to court with my neighbors, been threatened by them. I have a restraining order, and they will not stay on their property. And my counsel advised me to come and see what Hammond would help me with as far as signs where they have to stay away.
I was thinking maybe we could refer this to PD and just to take a look and see what's going on out there.
Engineering?
Yeah, and engineering, because I know generally we don't have business parking, but I just want to at least run this to ground and see what the situation is.
Sir, is that a big garage door right in the middle?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Driveway and a garage door.
Okay, so let's do this. We're going to refer it to engineering. I'm aware of it also. We will meet with you or talk to you, and we'll take care of this outside of here, okay?
Okay.
If there's something we can do, we absolutely will, though.
Have a seat.
Have a seat. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
You want to talk to him after the meeting?
Yeah,
Or you-
I'll
okay.
talk to him after the
Yeah,
meeting.
okay.
Yep.
Sir, just if you could wait till the meeting's over, I'll have a conversation with you. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion to refer this matter to engineering and PD for follow-up.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Number 8, matters from from board members?
No, sir.
Anything? Okay. Easy. Number 9, new business, letter A, agreement to rehabilitate property located at 1047 Moss Street, submitted for approval.
I request to have this signed as presented. It's a rehab agreement with a date of, on the front page, should have a,
January 17th.
is this one, Linda, that's already been set for status? Okay, so let's do this. If it has been set for status already, I'd ask that that status date be vacated and we set it right around the date of this expiration.
So January 17th, so right before it,
Sure,
the 16th?
sounds right before it.
Okay.
Great.
Motion to set the matter for status for January 16th, 2024. Any other status will be vacated.
2025.
2025, I'm sorry.
I would have done the same thing. So.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter B, first extension agreement to rehabilitate property located at 1101 Truman Street, submitted for approval.
Saw some photos of this. It's really starting to take off, which is great. This was a definite concern property. So I'm happy to see that this was actually a tax sale purchaser that we gave time. You know, sometimes we don't, right?
Right.
Depends on the conditions. So I just wanted the board to kind of get the background on this. Same thing, if there is an extension date on that, if we could vacate any prior status and reset for a status right before the expiration.
It's January 24th, so we can keep it that same date or move it the next Thursday, the day before.
How about the 23rd?
23rd?
Keeping it right
Yeah.
before the expiration.
Okay.
Okay. Motion to set the matter for status for January 23rd, 2025, and vacate any other status initiated.
Thank you.
I second.
And to approve the agreement, right? Both of those were
Yes.
approved? Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay, letter C, disposal authorizations received from the Hammond Police Department, submitted for approval. Yeah.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That was very fugacious of me, right through that. Anyway. Letter D, right-of-way permits. It looks like there's 3 of them received from engineering, submitted for approval.
Good morning, Board.
Hi, Mark.
We have those 3 to our NIPSCOs, one being off of Sheffield for the NICD. They're running a gas line just for a generator. Another one for NIPSCO is Bishop Knoll, running a gas line to their new building on a football field. Concession stand or something like that.
Yep.
And the other one is on White Oak by Bishop Knoll for Buckeye. They have they found a problem with the pipeline, so they're going to fix it. It's in the right-of-way on the west side, so the only thing they may block is just the parking lane.
Okay.
So I would recommend approval.
Okay.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter E, garage sale permit submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Number 10, old business, letter A, status for 6333 Garfield.
Mr. Luter.
Do we have our interpreter? I don't see them here.
Yeah, I don't see our resident here.
She's not here anyway, right?
No,
Okay,
she's
I don't
not
see
here.
Just so you know, for the record, I do want to note that Ms. Redfield was notified on September 24th of this date. And that was the last time, I believe, she was here. So you may recall that we have not entered the findings in order at this. However, we do have a rehab agreement that is expired, but we were looking at a renewal, right, Bill?
I believe we are. She's trying to get a contractor. She had somebody lined up. I spoke with him on the phone, reviewed everything he needed to do to get licensed, and he failed to get licensed beginning of October for the October test. I'm not sure if he failed the test, didn't get his stuff in on time, passed the test and just hasn't come in to get licensed. He'll have another shot first week of November, that first Monday in November. If we can maybe set a status date and see if he doesn't get licensed in November, and then we can just move forward from there if this contractor doesn't come through.
Yeah, maybe like, when's the test? Isn't it
It'd be
usually
that first Monday in November. I don't have
That's
the
the
calendar in
4th?
front of me.
4th?
Yes.
7.
Oh, I thought the 4th was a Monday.
The 4th is a Monday, I was saying.
So the
status.
7th then.
Yeah, 7th or 14th, just to give everybody time,
If he's passed the test and hasn't got it, but I did review those that were supposed to come get licensed. I didn't see his information in there. So I'm not sure if he just didn't pass the test, didn't show, or didn't get his stuff in on time, because it was,
So that's all that we're interested in right now, that he passes the test?
Well, so when she was here last, right, like Mr. Luter pointed out, she had a name of a contractor that she had lined up, but he hadn't been licensed. So yeah, I think
Correct.
that's what we got. I would like at least maybe Bill, you or some of the inspections, is that second or third? Third district, right?
Third district.
Okay, to make contact with her and say,
well, I've got her email. I can email her.
Yeah.
I still have the phone number for Mr. Abbey. I just haven't had a chance to contact him and find out what happened.
so as long as the test can be scored before the 7th and we'll know the results, I think that's the key. If not, I'd request the 14th.
He tests on the 4th. He would know the 4th if he
Oh,
passed or not.
great.
So
Okay.
he could easily be licensed by the 7th. The earliest he'd get it would be the 5th.
Yeah, I guess I would appreciate some conversation with them too, because we don't even know he's going to take the test again.
Right.
Agreed.
So I'd like to try to see if that's going to happen. or
We
not.
can absolutely do that.
Okay.
So that may be even more reason to set it than the 7th, huh?
The 7th,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Should
Okay.
Keep it short.
Okay.
He
Motion to
passes the
set the
4th,
matter
we'll
for
know.
status for November 7th, 2024.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Letter B, gas station exemption renewal for 2300 Indianapolis Boulevard.
Good morning to the board. Mr. Novak's here today.
Morning.
Appreciate his update. He's got some information. You may recall this 2300, oh, here they are. 2300 Boulevard. This was kind of like the family-owned station. I think we had a neighbor that came
did.
in
We did.
regarding this. I guess first I'd like to ask the owners if they could please state their name for the record and also just update us on how the year's gone with being able to be open overnight.
Yeah, my name is Vinod Kumar Patel. I am the manager of the gas station, and I've been over there from 2003, and we have never been problem over there.
Excuse me, your last name was Patel?
Patel, yeah.
And what's your first name again?
Vinod Kumar.
Vino Patel? Okay.
Could you spell the first name?
Vinod.
Vinod, okay, Patel, got it?
Okay.
And we doing that business since last 24 years, and we have never be problem over there. So I recommend to let us open the 24-hour again.
Okay. And who's the gentleman with you?
My nephew.
Nephew?
Yeah,
Okay.
he just come with me.
Yes, as I recall, they were one of the only gas stations that had residents come out and
Had a
speak
neighbor
for them.
come over and,
Yes.
I think he
Yes.
was from Whiting, but it's right there on the
Yep.
border.
Yep.
And I don't think I think the report from Lieutenant Godey was that, that the cameras were working and that they're all good and that they're hooked up to the Fusus system. Mr. Novak has a couple of items that he'd like to discuss with them, so that we can get this squared away, and we don't have any issues.
Yeah, I'm going to fix that.
You know about them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I spoke with him beforehand. I mean, the only real two issues are, there's still a defunct payphone along Indianapolis Boulevard that we'd like to see just removed, kind of an eyesore. And then the fence along the south side of the property is leaning over. He said he's going to shore it up, repair some posts or add some posts. I did have a concern with the ADA ramp in front, but then he pointed out to me there's another access point for ADA customers. So,
east side.
yeah, on the east side of the building. So, I mean, in my experience, they seemed attentive and got everything done, almost everything done we've asked, so.
We've had nothing but good experiences with them also, so I can say that for sure. What is your plans for the payphone? Do you have a plan?
No, I'm going to remove that one.
Okay. Do you know what time frame?
Within 1 week.
Within 1 week?
1 week, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just make sure you guys cap any of the conduits and, fill in any holes if there is in the pavement, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, so you're satisfied then? Tom?
I'm satisfied. I mean, those are relatively minor things to me.
The city is also?
Yes.
Okay, then we vote to renew it?
Yep,
Yep.
I agree.
Motion to renew the license for 2300 Indianapolis Boulevard.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you for coming in, and just make sure you take care of the fence and the phone, okay?
Thank you,
you. Have a good day.
You too, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, moving on to letter C, gas station exemption renewal for 7305 Kennedy Avenue.
7305 Kennedy, interestingly enough, I drove by there the other day as well, and this is on the, if I'm not mistaken, this is on the southeast corner, right?
Yes. Yep.
I noticed some signage issues still when I drove by. I know that Mr. Novak has several outstanding issues, and I don't know, did you have a chance to speak with the manager?
Briefly for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, for a couple seconds, but.
So we'll let the owner or the manager speak in a minute, but as you can see, we're still waiting for the dumpster enclosure to be, constructed. The fence needs to be solid. There's still potholes on the 173rd Street entrance, which is the southwest of the building. There's a hole in the eave on the rear side. Some of these are a little bit minor. There's shelving that's still stored outside. There's some vines that are growing that should be easy to remove. One more of a moderate to major concern is the ADA access aisle needs to be repainted so that it's ADA compliant, and that to ensure that the access ramp is not blocked. And again, my drive-by was simply, I was concerned about some of the windows signage. It seemed like they were still blocking the windows.
Yeah, and I spoke to him briefly, so he informed me, these are a couple windows south of the main door. He informed me there's shelving blocking the windows, so he felt that it would be an eyesore to remove the decals, but he says that he could look into moving that shelving so that we can get those windows open.
I mean, do you want to talk to him about from a police perspective why that's important?
Sure, I mean, I can appreciate why you might think that's an eyesore, but as a police officer driving by, looking in the business, it gives us a better vision of sight to be able to see inside there. So I think whatever you have in mind, public safety trumps that.
Oh, yeah,
in
I
my
understand.
mind. So I think we have to remove those signs off the window.
And even think about doing something different with the shelving, maybe make them lower.
Lower,
so that
yes.
you can-
Exactly.
I mean, it only helps you and your employees
Yeah, I
when the police
understand.
drive by.
Totally understand. So we're talking about the north windows, right? The northern.
South.
The
Right.
windows by that ice machine, yeah, right here, just south.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'd ask Mr. Novak for his recommendation about this. I think the report from Lieutenant Godey was positive. Everything's working with the cameras, the Fusus is good. It's just that this is a little bit longer of a list than we'd like to see after a year.
Right.
So I'd ask Mr. Novak for his recommendation, whether these are things that can be dealt with through citation, if there's no compliance, or if he wants to move this a couple weeks to see if there's compliance.
Well, I think maybe we should go ahead with the renewal, and, if I come back in a few months and certain issues aren't addressed, yeah, then we can move to citation.
See,
At the same time.
I agree with Ms. Greenwell. If they're easy fixes, why aren't they done already? Or why can't they be done in a very timely fashion?
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. It's frustrating because if some of these are easy to do, I would assume you could get them done rather quickly. So, I mean, is there a time frame you can give us for the majority of that stuff?
Some of the stuff I don't understand, like the dumpster enclosure. You're talking about the door being open?
Well, I can explain. So, you know, the dumpster should, at least on 3 sides of the dumpster, there should be solid fencing, you know, so that, and then a gate to it. So, you know what I mean? Like, there should be fencing around the dumpster.
Okay.
Yeah. And
But we never discussed that before. It wasn't a problem. It wasn't even brought to my attention before.
Well, I believe it was on the report, but I'm not sure if I,
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
100%, like, I've never remember discussing that at all.
Okay.
It didn't come up.
yeah, it was mentioned in the report I gave you. I mean, I may not have actually spoken
Maybe.
with you about it face to face or over the phone, but yeah. And this is something we're just asking at pretty much every gas
Yeah.
station. You know, yeah.
So, in your mind, on the list you have, what can be done in the next, say, 30 days?
I mean, I think fixing the hole in the eave, removing the shelving, repainting the ADA access aisle, removing the payphone and moving that shelving. I think the only things that might take some time for him are patching potholes, which are probably the least of the concerns.
And the
Yeah.
dumpster enclosure might take, depending on a contractor and how much time, right?
Yeah, so, you know, those first 2 items on the list might take a while, but the other ones I think are pretty.
So could we approve the renewal contingent on some of those things being completed in the next 30 days?
I think that's fine, and then we'll have a status for 30 to see where they're at.
I kind of like that because that's a lot of stuff, like you said, that's a lot of stuff to be on the list, so.
And there may have been some miscommunication.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I understand.
We
I mean,
understand. And maybe you didn't understand or know some of that stuff, so.
I mean, the only one that I didn't understand is the enclosure, and I don't remember even being brought up.
Okay.
But as far as like he mentioned, the aisle being closed, which is there's a garbage can by the door when someone is leaving just to put the can of soda or something like that. That's what's blocking the entrance. It's not like something
Yeah, so like-
permanent blocking it. So when we have salespeople, they push it to the side to get their stuff in there, and that's what's in the middle. So it's not like something we're installing in there to block
Oh,
the
yeah.
entrance.
Yeah, no, and you had mentioned you could just put it on the,
Just when I go in right now, push it to the side and that's
and
it.
you mentioned you could just put it on the other side of the door or something.
Easy fix. So everything besides the enclosure for the dumpster, I think you should be able to get all that stuff done in 30 days, and the
Yes.
potholes also. So we're thinking about giving two weeks,
Or 30, I mean.
30 days?
30 days, I mean, because as long as it's approved contingently, I think that works. And then in 30 days, I'd ask him to appear so that he's before the board again, just to make sure that we're good to go. Because, I mean, because at that point, if you are thinking about not renewing it, I want to make sure he has notice to be here.
Gotcha. Okay, what's 30 days? November 14th?
Yeah.
Okay, sir, we're gonna approve the renewal contingent on you fixing those things that you can fix in the next 30 days. So we ask you to be back again on November 14th. Hopefully, those things are done, and then we can take the contingency off of it.
Can we move it to the 21st?
Yes, we're gonna make it to 21st, okay?
November 21st? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, motion to approve the renewal contingent upon the items discussed today being rectified and set the matter for status for November 21st, 2024.
Just if you have any questions.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Ask
Aye.
before you actually do it, because I want to make sure it's done.
Tom, can you just you have to be back November 21st, okay?
I got you, yeah.
9 a.m., thank you.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, nothing, no. Okay, number 11, late rental registration hearings. Letter A, 910 Morris Street.
I'll talk to you then, get some more stuff.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So we have Miss Andrews listed as the property owner, only owner of record. There was a previous settlement which had been paid and worked out, and everything was caught up through 2023 through Smith Surgics office. They have had some issues with the tenants, which is what we're working with them currently on. We do have a time where we need a schedule to finish the inspection of this property. However, we're only here for 2024 it currently sits as a 2-unit property.
Could you give us your name, sir?
My name is William Riley. I'm Daisy Andrews' son.
Good morning. Could you tell us what happened?
Okay, my mother's one, she's disabled. She's 80 years old, and I handle all of her business. Okay, recently I've been having, she's been in the hospital a lot, and she always had me to take care of problems. But I've been having issues myself because recently I just had brain surgery. You see right there?
Yes, I do.
She'll tell me something, and then I didn't remember. And when I went to, every time she tell me something, I was forgetting because my brain was bleeding. I was having a lot of blood on my brain. She'll tell me something. When she was in the hospital, she was telling me to do it, and I said I was going to do it. If I didn't do it right then, I was forgetting. So I went to the hospital and found out what was going on with me, because if you tell me something today, tomorrow I'll forget. So it's my fault, but it's not. It's my fault by default because I was having issues myself.
Okay. Yeah, so is the problem that you were experiencing, is that rectified now, or you?
No, see, yes.
No, I understand.
Right, but I'll go back in the hospital Tuesday again to have more surgery because my brain is still hemorrhaging.
Okay.
And it's filling up in the capsule. So, it's better now than what it was, because it was really bad, but now it's better, but I still got to go back in there Tuesday morning at 7:30 and have more surgery because I'm still having, I still got blood and,
Okay. Well, we wish you the best of luck with the surgery. I think we're going to approve, not giving you the late fee.
Okay.
But in the future, you will have to make sure that it's paid.
I'm like I said, everything's better now. It's
Okay.
getting better, right.
Okay. Motion to waive the late fee for 910 Morris.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, if you want to stay till the meeting's over, you can pay the $10 today.
Oh, it's $10?
It's $5 per
Okay, where
unit.
do I pay the $10 at?
You'll take, she's going to give you a copy of this, and you'll go downstairs
Okay,
and pay
okay,
it.
thank you.
Okay?
All right, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did, they're all in favor, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Make a motion.
Yeah, we'll get the
Just for clarity, I'll make a motion to approve the waiving of the late fee for 910 Morris Street.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter B, 1009 Hoffman Street. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Could you give us your name?
Jeff Sedlowski.
Mr.
Owner.
Slaus, can you tell us what happened?
Well, we were thinking about selling the place, and then we decided to keep it again, and in the midst of it all, we didn't get the sticker again. So,
Okay, have you ever been late before that you recall?
never.
Not for this
Okay.
property. Yeah, they've owned it since 2022. It was registered on time for 22 and 23, missed 24. The only thing I would request is that they use the full business name when filling out the documentations, because it's listed as Skyline Properties. However, according to the Secretary of State, it's SES Skyline Properties, because there is another Skyline Properties LLC out of Indianapolis, so to ensure we don't confuse the two.
So we get to change that at the government center?
Well, Lake County has the property listed under the ownership of Skyline Properties. You want to add that SES because there's no assumed name certificate filed. And since there's another business with the same name, you don't want to get sued. So yeah, Lake County to update the property ownership, and then any documentation you submit for us, just make sure you include that.
Okay.
The three letters at the beginning of the business name.
They raised the taxes $1,500. Can I say anything about that?
Yeah, nothing to do with taxes, man.
Maybe changing will help, I doubt it.
$1,500
Yeah.
in 1 year.
So, yeah, this is the first time being late, and there's no other issues with the property.
Okay. Motion to waive the late fee.
I second.
Thank
All
you.
in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Appreciate it.
Sir, same thing, if you want to stay till the meeting's over, you can pay the $5.
Okay.
Thank you. Letter C, 825 Merrill and 1016 Drackert. I think so. I'm going to say that.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you? Could you give us your name, please?
Roy and Renee Goodman.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Goodman, can you tell me what happened?
We've been going through I have some health issues and some death in the family, and we just going to close on the Dracker Street property. We thought we were going to be through with both of them, but we still retain the Merle Street property. And the wife made it down there just as they were closing last time, so we just kind of forget it. It slipped us. We usually take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah, these are both single-family homes. Mr. Goodman is the only owner of record. The only other time before the Board of Public Works was in 2016, so it's been some time.
Motion to waive the late fees.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Goodman, you can wait till the meeting's over and register today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Even though you have on Bears fan regalia.
Dang, shots fired.
Okay. Moving on to letter D, 6432 Rhode Island, 4643 through 45 Johnson, 1248 Indiana, and 54 Detroit. Good morning, sir. Could you give us your name, please?
Adrian Shabbat. I'm the property manager for these 4 properties.
Okay, could you tell us what happened?
Which one would you like to start with?
Let's go in order. Let's start with Rhode Island.
Okay, Rhode Island was purchased in March of '23. That owner pulled permits, I believe, for the roof. He went back and forth for a few months trying to sell it, contacted us in the fall to turn it into a rental. As soon as he contacted us, we registered it within the 30-day time frame that he had made a decision to put it as a rental.
So I did confirm water department, there was no usage for 2023. The permits that were pulled in March, all the final inspections were done in the same month. So we just, I don't know when they were contracted to manage the property. They have 30 days from the time they take over ownership to submit documentation, depending on, what they're gonna do. But I have a affidavit, which I would ask Mr. Chabot to fill out for 2023. So we're here for 24 then, for the rents registration for that one.
Yeah, just for Rhode Island.
Yeah, in '24, they won't let us register it for the current year if there's a past issue, which only compounds it on
Okay.
other stuff, so.
Right, gotcha. Okay. You want to, let's do them separately, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
A motion to waive the late fee for 6432 Rhode Island.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, moving on now to 4643 through 45 Johnson.
I'm not sure what happened on this one. We have anywhere between 125 and 100 properties that we register with you guys. Because we have so many, we drop off a big packet. We scan the entire packet, so I have copies of what we register, give it to Tracy. Week or two later, she emails us, hey, these couple of properties need issues, send us a check for that. Johnson was in that packet that I scanned. What I paid matches with the ones that she approved, so I don't know what happened with that one.
So they, the current owner took over in August of '22. It was registered for 2023 with no tenant information listed. So the ordinance in regards to vacant property registration, if the property is registered as vacant the previous year and then it's attempted to be registered as vacant again, then they won't accept it. Downstairs, they'll have them registered as vacant. However, I think this is one where 2023 was not entered into the system, but I did find it in the filing cabinet, so it may have been a misentry, which is why they didn't process 24 for them. It's because if 23 wasn't in there, then they're not gonna take the next years until that gets sorted out.
So 23's been sorted out now.
Correct.
We're just
Yep,
here for 24.
Yep, I pulled it and it's entered, so we're just here for 24.
For 2 units, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
A motion to waive the late fee for both units.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, moving on to 1248 Indiana.
And this, Indiana is only for 24, right?
Correct.
So this was a 2-unit. The owner opted to use one of the units when it vacated for storage. Because we're not collecting rent on it, my bookkeeper didn't realize that she had to register, so we only registered it as a 1-unit this year, or we only registered 1 unit.
When there's a discrepancy in the number of units being registered, it raises a red flag for the staff, so they have to investigate further. This has been registered on time from 2016 through 2023. This is the first time that an appeal has been filed. As long as there's 2 units on the property, if they're legitimate and have the possibility of being rented, they would have to be registered, regardless of what the owner's using them for.
Okay, is that,
Yeah.
okay, you understand that?
Fine to
Okay.
register as a 2-unit then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We good, right?
yep.
Okay, motion to waive the late fee.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, lastly, 54 Detroit.
This one was purchased, and this was for 23 and 24. This was purchased in November 21st of 23.
Yeah, in November, however, we're just seeking 2024's rental registration because there were some inspections that needed to be done and verify that the property was going to be occupied as what would have been allowed. There, past history was there were some illegal units. We need to confirm they were removed, and that confirmation didn't come till 24. So we're only seeking that 2024 is registered for 2 units here.
Okay.
Motion to waive the late fee.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That should
Thanks,
do
Nick.
it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the meeting's now open to the public. Does anybody have anything they want to say? Okay. Good to go.
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thanks, everyone.